somebody else is not happy.
Who now?
Eddie Kingston. I'm hearing this also. You teased me with this.
That's right.
You teased me with this. I have no idea what's going on with Eddie Kingston now, but you said Eddie Kingston's on Twitter saying some things.
I have no idea what's going on with Eddie Kingston either. Several people sent this to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com. I'm going to just read you the tweets as they came in last night, or I guess 23 hours ago as of now, so yesterday. More and more boys are coming into AEW.
What?
So many worried little egomaniacs just texted me, laugh out loud, laugh out loud. That was after he talked about the fuckboys coming. And then he, after that one, wrote, I love fucking with the insecure. So I told you that there was something with Eddie Kingston because people were sending it to me, but I have no idea what the fuck, or who the fuck, maybe I should say in this case.
Well, but now, okay, in the Japanese wrestling culture, the young boys are the trainees and the guys wearing the short black shoes and the black tights and aren't allowed to be colorful or have gimmicks, and they show respect to the stars and they carry their bags and get their food and wash their backs and all that stuff. Those are the young boys. Now, what is that I guess the American AEW version of that is the fuck boys? Are they coming in and literally performing services for the upper echelon of the crew, or is there perhaps something?
I feel bad now. The next person signed who shows up on TV, everyone's going to assume that's the fuck boy.
The fuck boy. And we've had piss boys in wrestling. Oh, piss boy.
He said more and more fuck boys. Are there other fuck boys?
How many fuck boys? They're overstocked on fuck boys. They've got too much talent. They've also got too many fuck boys. How many fuck boys do you need for that locker room? You know, this may go back to Fuckamania that we were talking about for pay-per-view here last week on the show.
Well, I don't know if this ties into Fuckamania, to be honest.
But obviously, stripping away some of the veneer of cloudiness in that tweet, I think it's obvious that Kingston thinks that there's a bunch of fucking prima donna pussies that are either wrapped up in their own publicity or nervous and insecure about their spot in the world, and they're probably aggravating him. But I don't know anything farther than that. I don't know about the whole.
So many worried little egomaniacs just texted me. Who said, "Oh my God, he thinks I'm a fuckboy. I better." Hey Eddie, I think we're cool, right?
But you know what? That's the way that the younger generation has been brought up. They think it's important if people are knocking you on Twitter or on social media or making, veiled comments or whatever. Is he talking about me?
Hey,
that's the way the kids are these days.
1983, the end of 83. Who would have been the guy in Mid-South Wrestling if there was Twitter saying, who are these guys that Watts is bringing in? Everyone's smaller than us. They got some manager I've never seen before. Who would have been the guy?
Oh, God. I'm trying to think of who was in the locker room at that. God damn it. I can't think. Nikolai Volkov? No. Nicest guy in the world. Crusher Darso? No. Goddamn Butch Reed? Of course not. Probably some of the underneath guys, at various points, there's always a preliminary guy around that might think that he would be able to get moved up a little quicker if somebody else didn't come in and take that spot or whatever. But
if there was Twitter when you were a photographer, which wrestler in Memphis would have gotten into the most trouble?
Dundee or Lawler, just because of the longevity of their time on top and the fact that they were at almost, main events almost every show, every week, week in, week out for all that time, and all of the various adventures that they had probably gotten into along the way. Although the fabulous ones, they weren't on top that long in Memphis, but they had a storied history. They had, I don't know if I should say, well, yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be harmed by this. They even had girls from Memphis. I know one girl specifically that would load themselves up in a car if they could get a car. We're talking teenage girls, and drove to Nashville to try to find them. They had girls not only at the matches, but converging from other cities trying to find them. And then the wrestling office would get a phone call every once in a while from an aggravated father or whatever. And Randy West used to have to sometime impersonate a member of the Jarrett family to say, well, everything will be done and taken care of. You can be assured this will never happen again, sir. Yeah, my name's Henry. Bye. But it just, a lot of guys were always insecure in the wrestling business. But nobody in those days was going to speak about it amongst small little groups in the locker room. It didn't get out to the greater world like this does.
Well, I guess that's the update on what did you call it? Wrestlers who were unhappy?
Yeah, unhappy wrestlers. Pissed off pachyderms. You know what? I wonder if there was just some way that you could, I don't know, win money by trying to predict who the next wrestler is that's going to have a mental meltdown or a fiasco or a problem with management or don't like their creative or get in a backstage fight or a feud. What about if only our friends at Prize Picks, Brian? If only our friends at Prize Picks, in addition to all the other great sports that they cover, would give us the up or down, the more or less is what I'm trying to say, on how many guys are going to get in a fight backstage in the locker room at AEW at Wednesday Nights TV. Then, maybe we could use our inside knowledge to predict these things. But folks, if you want to win some money, up to 25 times your money on any entry, by the way, that's how much you can win. Then all you got to do is visit our friends at prizepicks.com or download the Prize Picks app. And there you will find that Prize Picks offers projections. And what are projections? We'll tell you what they are. That means they say that somebody is going to do something a certain number of times, and you try to determine whether they're right or wrong or whether it's going to be more or less, and then boom, you make your entries, and then you sit back and you watch the money roll in. And that includes sports like the NFL, the NBA, MLB, NHL, PGA, college football, college basketball, soccer, WNBA, esports, NASCAR, tennis, MMA, boxing, Euro basketball, cricket, disc golf, and locker room skirmishes in AEW. Well, we wish they'd add that one. Maybe they will if enough people ask for it. Again, folks, the entries can be made in 60 seconds or less. It's that easy. Safe and fast withdrawals. They're currently operational in over 30 states and Canada. Almost the amount of ground that's under a winter storm warning. And regardless of what star or what team or what sport or endeavor that you want to get in on this, folks, you can win some money and have fun doing it. It's always fun when you win money. Some plates may go down in value. You never know. However, they're going to start you out and give you an advantage because first-time users at prizepicks.com or on the Prize Picks app can receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100 with the promo code JCE. If you put in the promo code JCE and deposit $100, they'll give you another $100. If you put in $50, they'll give you another $50. All with the promo code JCE because my name does carry some weight and cachet in the industry. And then all you got to do is pick good and pick and grin and win up to 25 times your money with our friends at Prize Picks. And I know, Brian, with your encyclopedic knowledge of baseball and the New York Mets, obviously you win as much money at this as Mandy Rose takes in on her OnlyFans every week.
Well, I wouldn't say that much, but I could do fairly well.
Well, we can't all just become millionaires in a few weeks like Mandy. Oh, Mandy, and I wish you would send me some money because you got so much. Oh, Mandy.